All right, here we are. We're going to learn more about what proof of authority or POA is in blockchain. Now, this is a very technical concept. We're not going to go deep technically. We just want to know what this is, what the concept is, how to use it in English, and maybe a little bit more about why some blockchain systems might want to use proof of authority. Here we go. So I got the definition here as always, and I have covered up three words from the definition. Go ahead and take a look at it. Pause the video and let me know what you think those three words might be down in the comments below. Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so proof of authority is a mechanism used in the blockchain to prevent fake or malicious actors from taking control of the network. It is a type of consensus approach where pre-approved and verified validators secure the network and validate transactions, right? So if you are familiar with some of these other Sybil resistant mechanisms, like proof of stake or proof of work, this might be a little bit easier to understand. But if not, don't worry, we're going to go a little bit deeper into it right now. So a POA blockchain is like a private club with strict membership. Only approved members can make decisions. Right? This works well in enterprise networks with known partners such as supply chains and interbank settlements. Right? So once again, we know from the definition that in POA, the validators are chosen based on their reputation. Okay, who they are in the business world, especially in the field that the blockchain is operating in. So this would make sense that it would be in more of a blockchain, more of a private or consortium type blockchain network. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out. How does proof of authority actually work, right? So here we go. Let's see if we can take a look at this without getting too technical. So selecting validators is like choosing a company's board member, as we mentioned before, right? So people with proven track records and something to lose if they make bad decisions. So this doesn't need to be tokens, right? Like in proof of stake, or the fastest computers, maybe, like in some of the platforms, but they need to be trustworthy. Let's take a look at how all this works. So first, we have validator selection, right? So the network operators, they vet these potential validators based on their identity, reputation, and trustworthiness. This may include legal documentation, background checks, or industry credentials. All right. Then there's block creation. So authorized validators take turns proposing and validating blocks according to a predetermined schedule or algorithm within the network. Okay, transaction validation. Once a proposed block is proposed, other validators verify its accuracy. Since validators are pre-approved and identifiable, the process is fast and straightforward. Okay, so this is one key aspect that is different than some of the other validator selection processes, because within the network, these validators, real IDs, their IDs are known, right? As I said, this is based on their reputation. People know who they are. There's nowhere to hide if something goes wrong, right? So that leads us to the next point that's very important, and the proof of authority is the reputation is at stake. They're risking their reputation. So these validators risk their credibility, not necessarily cryptocurrency. Misbehavior can lead to removal and real-world consequences such as loss of business partnerships or damage to their professional standing. One more important thing to remember here is that in a lot of POA networks, there's no mining requirement. So POA does not require extensive or expensive hardware or significant energy, making it also cost efficient and environmentally friendly. All right. This is a lot to take in. As I always say, this is a marathon, not a sprint. If you don't have it all right now, rewatch this part right quick. Ask questions in the comments below. We'll get there, okay? Let's quickly look at how to use this concept in English. Just some example sentences in English here. So, you can use this to describe consensus mechanisms as we've done so far. You might say something like, our enterprise blockchain runs on proof of authority, where each partner company operates a validator node. Comparing blockchain types. So proof of authority is faster than proof of work, but it's also more centralized. There's a little bit of grammar in here. E is faster than, more centralized. There's also other ways you may compare some of these. You may say something like cheaper or something like that. Discussing use cases. Supply chain applications benefit from proof of authority because speed and known participants matter more than decentralization. Okay, that is something that we haven't talked about on this concept so far because of the fact that public blockchains tend to be more decentralized, as a lot of these validators, and public blockchains in most cases, anyone can be a validator. In proof of work, you'll need the computer power, the computational power, and then if you have that, and a proof of stake, you need to stake a certain amount to become a validator. And then after that, there are other things that take place to decide which validator proposes blocks and things like that. But proof of authority, people are selected, so that makes it more of a centralized protocol. Okay, so as always, here we go. We're going to do a little gap fill activity to further confirm our learning here. And as always say, one of the best ways to learn something is by doing it, trying to explain it. So we're going to look at consensus, reputation, and validators as potential word to fill in the gap here. Take a look at this for a moment. Think about it. Go back and rewatch that part of the video if you need to, and pause the video and let us know what you think the answer is down in the comments below. Okay, so proof of authority, POA, is a type of consensus approach where pre-approved, verified validators secure the network and validate transactions. Good job, everyone. Okay, here's number 2. In POA, validators are chosen based on identity and trustworthiness. Okay, pause the video if you need to. In POA, validators are chosen based on identity, reputation, and their trustworthiness. Good job. And the last one there, authorized take turns proposing and validating blocks according to a predetermined schedule or algorithm. Go ahead and pause the video. Let me know what you think the answer is in the comments below. Okay, authorized validators take turns proposing and validating blocks according to a predetermined schedule or algorithm. Good job, everyone. Even if you didn't get them all right this time, don't worry. It's all in the process of learning. Trust the process. Thank you so much for watching this explainer. If you want to go a little bit deeper on this topic, there's a link in the description below. Also on the site, you'll find full lessons, more concept explainers, and also some practice quizzes to test your understanding. Thank you once again for watching. We'll see you next time.